Kalayla, Alahayana Yahawa, Bashimi Hawashah, Masiak, Wamalaki, Bashim Hawa, Kakurash, Barakathum, the water by Babawa, Farm Yasharal. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of great millstone and teachers David, and to the men out there teaching the likewise doctrine in the city of Shalom. Today we're going to get into how nasty Esau is. This dude just nasty, man. I mean, and it's pretty much documented all throughout the Bible how nasty this dude is. The thing is that the book was sealed, so nobody knew who was who. But in the last days, the books have been unsealed, so the truth is coming out. What everything means, and you're gonna need teachers to break this down to you because the average person ain't gonna be able to understand this. They don't have teachers. That's why the Lord sent prophets after His own heart. So we finna show you how nasty Esau is. This man is a natural pedophile, a natural sodomite. All right. He loves playing with little boys. He loves playing with big boys. That's just how the Lord created him. I mean, it's Job chapter 9, verse 24 all over again. The earth was given to the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof, not wherein who is he. So, yeah, the earth was given to the hand of the wicked. That's why all this wickedness is allowed. Now, let's get into the first video, and I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm talking about. Now, this one, we're going to get into the nasty stuff later, but this one says, what are Edomites superior at? Now, they're going to get into a lot of one-word replies and answers, but we got scriptures for every last one of them. Let's get it.
What are white people superior at?
What exactly are white people superior at?
They're real good at violence.
Violence, genocide.
It's like stealing people's lives just because they feel like it.
If you are white and you know this is happening and you say nothing, then you're a killer too.
What exactly are white people superior at?
Insecurity, pretending,
Fear,
being fearful of nothing,
being ignorant,
Blame.
letting their egos control their every move, superior at being dicks.
What exactly are white people superior at?
Oppression,
gaslighting,
lack of empathy,
intellectualizing oppression. Did I say oppression?
What exactly are white people superior at?
Taking what's not there. Taking shit.
taking our ideas,
copycatting,
Gentrification.
appropriating things that do not belong to them.
taking over other people's cultures and making you believe that they invented it.
Maybe they're thinking of it as repurposing. It's like recycle and repurpose.
As my grandma would say, the white folk, they'll take it if you don't copyright it.
They are very good at destruction of land, destruction of people, destruction of humanness.
Republican, whether you're Democrat, whether you're conservative, like white people are really good at upholding white supremacy.
How about claiming that, they are actually a whole separate race, when actually white DNA comes from the black female?
So what exactly are white people superior at?
Honey, lying, stealing, and cheating. Manipulation. Withholding information.
Lying,
Telling lies.
All right.
What are white people?
You heard it. Now let's get some scripture. This is John, the book of John, chapter 10, verse 10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, that they might have it more abundantly. Now we know who the devil is. Now, let's get the definition of devil, because a lot of people don't understand why we call this man a devil. We're not calling him a red man with horns and a pitchfork. No. Let's get the definition of devil. It says, what? Devil means deceiver. Those who deceive. Anybody who deceives is considered a devil. It says the supreme spirit of evil, Satan, wicked, cruel, ill-tempered person, very clever, energetic. Here's the another definition. from Encyclopedia Britannica. Devil, from Greek, diablo, slanderer or accuser. This man false accuses us, lying on us day and night. The spirit or power of evil, though sometimes used for minor demonic spells. And those spells he used in his sorcery, in his media. All these movies, special effects, psyops, anything to make you believe something that is not true. So, let's run it back.
People superior at.
What exactly are white people superior at?
They're real good at violence.
Violence. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's see. Let's see what the Bible says about violence. All right. Hold on. Let's see. They gave me the wrong scripture that I was looking for. Let me see if it gets me now. Nope, that ain't it either. Hold on. Let me see if I got it right here somewhere. Here it is. This is Psalm chapter 58, verse 2. Yet in heart ye work wickedness, ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. Let's keep going.
That's genocide. It's like stealing.
Genocide. Let's get it. Let's see if I can find something on genocide. Genocide. Well, we can get Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked, and cover the faces of the judges thereof is not where and who is he. That's one of them. But there are many more. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up in him is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Verse 5. Yeah, he transgresses by wine. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathering to him all nations and heap unto him all people. Yeah, when it says neither keepeth at home, he is a proud man, because he in other people's nations, in other people's countries, taking their resources and killing. Right now, what Bill Gates on? Depopulation. That's a form of genocide, right? And they still letting this man roam freely throughout the planet doing whatever he want to do. injecting this, injecting that, killing this, killing that. Why is this man not in jail for crimes against humanity? Because the earth was given to the hand of the wicked. Let's go.
People's lives just because they feel like it. If you
See, hold on. Let's see what she said.
are stealing people's lives just because they feel like it. If you are
Right. Just because they feel like it. Let's get let's see. Where's Isaiah chapter 26? She said just because they, and she's right. Isaiah chapter 26, verse 10. Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and he will not behold the majesty of the Lord.
You're white and you know this is happening and you say nothing, then you're a killer too.
What exactly are white people superior at?
Insecurity? Pretending?
fear,
Being fearful of nothing.
Yep. Let's get it. Fearful of nothing. And that's not really fear. It's guilt. Because they know they did so much wickedness, they know payback coming from somewhere. They just don't know where and when. That's why they are fearful for no reason. Proverbs chapter 28, verse 1. The wicked flee when no man pursues them, but the righteous are bold as lions. See? Now let's see what else they got.
Being ignorant.
Blame.
Letting their egos control.
Blame. Let's get blamed. This is the book of Sirach in the Apocrypha, chapter 11, verse 31. For he lieth in wait and turn good into evil, and in things worthy of praise will lay blame upon thee. See, this man blames everybody but him, but he's in charge, but nothing's his fault. Let's get another one. Revelation chapter 12. We're in the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verses 9. Wait, actually, it's verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his Mashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accuseth them before our power day and night. This man lies on us in the news. He lies on us. The police lie on us. Everybody lies on us because they want to paint us to be in a bad light. Like he's so wicked to hide their wickedness. Let's go.
Their every move. Superior at big dicks. What is
Yeah, she's right. Check this out. Psalm chapter 73, verse 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men.
exactly are white people superior at?
Oppression.
Yes.
Let's get it. Let's see what we can find on the pressure. This is the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 2. And they cover fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. Yeah, they oppress a man in his heritage because if we come out and say we Israelites, it's a problem. But them fake Jews can say it all day and it's cool. See? Let's go.
Gaslighting,
lack of empathy,
Intellectualize,
Gaslighting,
intellectualize,
gaslighting,
lack of empathy,
Gaslight. Lack of empathy. Let's see what we can find on those. Lack of empathy. That was a good one. But here's another one on violence. Psalm chapter 58, verse 2. Oh, I already got that one selected, but I read it anyway. Yeah, in heart ye weigh wickedness, ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. That's why this country has been around, what, 250 years? They only had 12 years of peace, and they about to go to war again. Lack of empathy. Jude chapter 1, verse 8, likewise also these filthy dreamers defile the flesh, despise dominion, and speak evil of dignity. We can get Isaiah chapter 26, verse 10 again for that one. Lack of empathy, that they will be shown to the wicked, yet will not learn righteousness. That's lack of empathy. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly. Lack of empathy. And will not behold the majesty of the Lord. Let's go.
intellectualizing oppression. Did I say oppression?
Intellectualizing oppression. That's all that new speak. Intellect trying to make you seem like it's something that it's not. See what I'm saying? They're trying to make oppression a good thing. No. Now let's get this is Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Trying to make oppression sound like it's a good thing. It's beneficial too. That's how they twist everything.
Oppression?
What exactly are white people superior at?
Taking what's not theirs. Taking.
Taking what's not theirs. Let's get it. And we already know that because look at all the land he stole. Daniel chapter 8, verse 25. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. Let me see what else we can get. This one. Let's see what this one is. This man stole everything. They stole us. Exodus chapter 21, verse 16. And if he stealeth the man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. And we still in his hands. We still in Babylon in captivity. Zechariah chapter 5, verse 4. I will bring it forth, saith the Lord, Yahweh of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief. That's a miracle, Babylon. And into the house of him that swear falsely by my name. And it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with timber thereof and the stones thereof. And there's a lot more on stealing. Esau know who he is. Let's go.
Taking our ideas.
Copycatting.
Gentrification.
Appropriating things that do not belong to them.
That means stealing, appropriate. See how you cover his wickedness with words? Yeah, stealing.
Taking over other people's cultures and making
Mm-hmm. Let's get she said taking other people's culture. That's a good one. This we can go to the rest of Esther in the Apocrypha. Let's get it. This is the rest of Esther in the Apocrypha, chapter 13, verse 5. Now she said, let's get it again. Let's see what she said.
To them.
taking over other people's cultures and making you believe that they invented it.
Maybe
Now, when they take over other people's cultures, they move into other people's lands and assume their identity as well. This is the rest of Esther, chapter 13, verse 5. Seeing then, we understand this people alone is continually in opposition unto all men, differing in a strange manner of their laws and evil affected to our state, working all the mischief they can so that our kingdom may not be firmly established. I don't think that was the one I was thinking about, though, but hold on. Let me think for a minute. I know which one it is. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, they'll move into your land, and just because they move to Africa, they think they're African. No. Isaiah chapter 28, verse 15. This one I was looking for. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death. Oh, they ain't showing the whole scripture. Let me open it. Okay. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. Check this out. For we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves. So they think just because they move to Africa, they African now. And they take on the cultures of those people, knowing that they hate them. And this is not just in Africa, this is everywhere they go. They're not the Greeks, they're not the Canadians, they're not the Germans, they're not the Scots. These are Edomites taking on the cultures of other people, aka culture vultures. They show a same of their own culture and history, they just lie about it. Let's go.
they're thinking of it as repurposing. It's like recycle and repurpose.
As my grandma would say, them white folk, they'll take it if you don't copyright it.
They'll take it anyway.
are very good at destruction of land, destruction of people, destruction of humanness.
See? Especially who? The Israelites. Now let's get the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10. For the violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. First Timothy chapter 6, verse 4. He is proud, knowing nothing but doubting about questions and strife of words, whereof cometh envy, strife, railings, evil surmising, which is a thought or idea based on scanty evidence. They basically be lying and calling it science. Let's go.
Republican, whether you're Democrat, whether you're conservative, like white people are really good at upholding white supremacy.
How about claiming that, they are actually a whole separate race when actually white DNA comes from the black female.
So what exactly are white people?
That's actually true because Esau came out of Isaac and Rebekah, who were Israelites, as well as Jacob. Let's go.
Honey, lying, stealing, and cheating.
Yeah, lying, stealing, and cheating. We already covered that. Let's go.
Manipulation.
Withholding information.
Lying. Telling lies.
Well, you heard it. And these people
They're
ain't
white people.
in the truth, I don't think, but they know the characteristics of Esau, Edom. Now let's go to another one. Check this out. It says something an Edomite man is into having sexual desires for his own sons and daughters. Disturbing mother of three claims the father of her children planted a hidden camera in the shower watching their 16-year-old baby. It says when you've been with a man 14 years and you find out he's watching a 16-year-old take showers. Let's see what it do. Y'all see that?
A lot of people are asking how I found it. I went and did a live. Like, I don't want to talk about this a lot in front of my kids because they already know it happened, but I don't want to keep it boiling or whatever. So my bathroom I take a shower in has a barn door. It's a sliding door. My 2-year-old can get out of that bathroom. My kids were at school. I was sweaty and wanted to take a shower, so I went to my daughter's bathroom to take a shower. My husband does construction. He just remodeled that bathroom 2 months ago. It's actually not all the way done yet. He didn't.
See?
But
Let's go back. Let's go back. Now let's get a few scripts. Let me see. Let's go back over here. Let's go to the Wisdom of Solomon. Chapter 14. And it should be around this is the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 23. For while they slew their children in sacrifices, or used secret ceremonies, or made revelings of strange rites, verse 24. They kept neither lives nor marriages any longer undefiled, but either one slew another treacherously or grieved him by adultery. Verse 25. So that there reigned in all men without exception of blood, manslaughter, death, dissimulation, corruption, unfaithfulness, tumblings, perjury. Verse 26, disquieting of good men, unfaithfulness of good terms, forgetfulness of good terms, defiling of souls, changing of kind, disorder in marriages, adultery, shameless uncleanness. See? Now let's see what else we can find. Isaiah chapter 3, verse 11. Woe unto the wicked! It shall be well with him, for they shall eat the fruit of their doings. There's more. This is why they're gonna be destroyed. Where is it? Revelation chapter 18, verse 5, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquities. It's talking about America as a whole, Babylon as a whole. Yeah, this man had to be comfortable doing this. If he did this, if he's a contractor, he did this in his own house, I bet you he got feeds coming in from other people's houses, watching them in the shower. See what I'm saying? Isaiah chapter 47, verse 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance and I will not meet thee as a man. He coming back as a strong power to destroy Babylon and them fake ass Jews over in our land. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. So these people are trying to front like they so professional, but now these people are defiled, man. Profane. Profane means outside the temple. So let's get the next video. This one right here, man. This one is a trip. It says, no person profane as Esau, they are violent in the earth. Listen to this, y'all.
Else I learned, black people, Mexican people, just people of color in general, didn't masturbate in rooms with their friends when they were growing up.
What?
Isn't that fucking nuts?
Yay!
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you hear this? Let's go.
You're just jacking off alone?
Yeah.
How do you learn?
You grow up playing sports? They tend to not play with the ass slaps. That tends to be a white man thing. Grabbing the nuts, finger up the ass. They do that when it's time to do it.
So do you think when Dominicans finally make it to like the major leagues, they just have to get used to it? Like, why is this old Italian guy smacking my ass? It was a single. Relax.
Yeah, we called it Ookie Cookie. It was just a lighthearted drinking game we used to play in college. Harmless, really. Some people called it Wet Biscuit, but our group preferred to call it Ookie Cookie. Anyways, you just get the bros together. You stand in a group in a circle around it.
You say you get the bros together. That means you men and boys. Esau likes the men, he likes the little boys. Let's go.
A bar stool, and you put a cookie on top, like sugar cookie, M&M cookie. It doesn't really matter, just as long as there's adequate surface area. When the leader screams go, everyone pulls it. This is the funny part. Everyone pulls out.
It's not funny. It's actually sad. But see, it's like I told you. These people are natural born pedophiles and homosexuals. Who does that? Really?
Out their unit and starts feverishly self-stimulating with the goal to not be the last one that finishes on the cookie, because the last person to finish is then obligated to eat the cookie in its entirety. You know, having.
So they defile the cookie, and then the last one got to eat it. See, it's no big thing to him. You know, he'll ask you to play the game, you say no, he'll look at you like, why you don't want to play? It doesn't bother them to be sodomites and pedophiles. That's why they are naturally born this way. Some of them, not all of them, but enough of them to have this scripture written in the Bible. Where is it? Leviticus chapter 20, verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind as he lies with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Now, if you this comfortable with doing this around men, what's the next step? You're going to sleep with them eventually if you this comfortable doing this stuff around men. Romans chapter 1, verse 24. Wherefore Yahweh also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts to dishonor their own bodies between themselves. Verse 26, for this cause Yahweh gave them up unto vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. Lesbians, yeah, we talk about you. Verse 27, and likewise also the men leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meat. Meaning, whatever you gonna, that's why they suffering so many diseases, because it's not natural. The Lord did not design us to do this. This is Esau's wickedness. And now he's trying to spread it throughout the earth like it's normal, like it's cool. Verse 28. And even as they did not like to retain Yahweh in their knowledge, Yahweh gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient. Verse 29, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers. Verse 30, backbiters, haters of Yahweh, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things. See, you said they used to play that game in college. Disobedient to parents. Romans chapter 1, verse 31. Without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful. Verse 32. Who knowing the judgment of Yahweh, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. They love it. Let me see. 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 6. We start at verse 5. And spare not the whole world, the old world, but save Noah, the eighth person and preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. This is when the world was flooded, and the Lord only saved 8 people. Verse 6, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those after who should live ungodly. Let me see what else I can find. Yeah, he's profane. Profane means outside the temple. Let's get it again. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16. Lest there being a fornicator or a profane person is Esau, and one morsel of meat, soul is birthright. Now, this is for you Israelites who thinking about partaking in these games with Esau. Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. Now let's go to Deuteronomy. See, this is how Esau, he gradually changes you into one of them through these acts, these lewd acts. He gets you comfortable with it, and then he gonna try to present it to you. Let's get Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 1. He that is wounded in the stones, or have his privy member cut off, his rod and balls. Well, let me start on Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 1. He that is wounded in the stones, that's his balls, or have his private member cut off, that's his rod, shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord. So you play your crazy game Esau you want to, you're gonna be destroyed just like him. Let's go.
Said that out loud all these years later, it almost sounds a little gay.
Yeah, it sounds a lot of gay. See, they don't even know.
But no, it was just mostly just a team building exercise.
What kind of team is that? See the woman It was so nasty, the woman had to get up and walk away.
It was a bonding experience, really.
Bonding experience. See, they love to disguise their wickedness, calling it something that is not. No, it's not a bonding experience. It's abominable fornication. First Corinthians chapter 3, verse 19. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with Yahweh, for it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. See, he's trying to call it something it's not. No, we're going to call it what it is. It's homosexual acts, and they're comfortable with it. That's why they're trying to push it on everybody else, trying to push it on the world. Just like right now, Biden, it's a certain Christian college up north somewhere. I forgot where it was exactly. But the tuition is free for but it's only what they call it, work study students. You pay off your tuition by working. But Biden, he's gonna take away, I think he's gonna take away their funding or something if they don't allow the boys in the girls' restroom, the boys in the girls' showers, and vice versa. Co-ed living conditions. You see, and they tried this with a couple of elementary schools too. Why would you want little boys in the same bathroom as girls, and vice versa? See, he's trying to push it because he knows it's a matter of time before things go where they don't need to go. That's what Esau loves. Now let's come out of here. I got one more thing to show you. Check this out. WEF says it's time to legalize sex and marriage with animals to promote inclusion. Are they not already included? You take baths with them, you cook with them, you sleep with them in your beds. Are they not included already? See? Now let's read. The WEF has ordered infiltrated world governments to take immediate steps toward a controversial new initiative that should have, see, they blocked that out. Hold on, let's go down a little bit. The WEF is now calling for people to have the right to marry animals in an effort to promote diversity and inclusion. See, these people crazy as hell. Spain is the first country to pass new legislation, taking huge strides toward the initiative. This isn't surprising when you consider the Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez is both an avowed socialist and a World Economic Forum agenda contributor. See, he with the shits. Within Sanchez's socialist government, a pro-zoophilia law was pushed by, see all these words they make up, was pushed by WEF affiliate Lone Balara Ortega, the Minister of Social Rights and 2030 Agenda. See, that's the thing. See, these people are not Spanish. These people are Edomites that live in Spain. That's why they're so cool with it. The world was on a slippery slope with all gender and pedophilia craziness, but Spain's new animal welfare law that decriminalizes having sex with animals is a whole new level of crazy. See, the law states, the new law states, the person who by any means or procedure mistreats a domestic or tame animal, an animal that is usually domesticated, an animal that temporarily or permanently lives under human control outside of legally regulated activities, include acts of sexual nature, causing injuries that require veterinary treatment, restoration of, I can't see it, minimum of 3 months up to a maximum of 18 months of prison. This essentially means that as long as there isn't a physical injury that requires veterinary treatment, people are free to have sex with animals. What kind of shit is that? See, if it isn't disturbing enough, the WEF has ordered the mainstream media to begin pushing the narrative in other countries. Make no mistake, this isn't just about Spain. They want to roll this sickness out across the world. See, according to the global elite, zoophiles, are another spectrum on the trans pride flag. This is no longer a slippery slope. We are on a free fall off a cliff. The global elite are determined to destroy our civilization and everything we have built as a society. Because make no mistake, the elites are intent on crashing economies and destroying our civilization. When was the last time people were marrying animals? The answer is ancient Rome, and this is modern day Rome all over again. In the dark days of the Emperor Caligula, just before the Roman Empire collapsed. See, Caligula committed incest with his sisters and had conversations with the moon. So far, he sounds like one of Joe Biden's children. And he also planned to marry his favorite horse, Enticus, and only failed to do so because he was assassinated first. The final days of the Roman Empire have startling parallels of our own times. Because this is Rome all over again. Rome, Egypt, Babylon, Greece, all over again, all four. Plus Sodom and Gomorrah. Rolled into one. That's why this bitch got to be destroyed. Here at the People's Voice, we are determined to keep exposing the agenda of the globalist elite as they seek to plunge humanity into darkness. Protests are kicking off all over Europe as zoophiles, I don't know what that is, demand the right to have sex and relationships with animals in their countries. According to the protesters in Germany, citizens should have the right to engage in sexual relationships with animals and want the LGBTQ rainbow movement to add a Z to its name. See? All these alphabet soups. In an interview published by Roughly, one of the Zoophilia Pride marchers defends the concept of sexual relationships with animals. According to their Pride marchers, sex with animals should be decriminalized because it is much easier to build a relationship with animals than with humans. See, these people sick as hell, man. This the same dude that told, no, it was the Pope. The Pope said, what he said? Pedophilia should be decriminalized and should not be punished a punishable sin. So it's no mystery that these people are against the Bible, right? And you can read the rest of this for yourself. I don't want to read it because it's nasty as hell. Oh, let me get this one. Sex with babies as young as 1 year old is not wrong. What? See? According to Sunny Fredonia professor Stephen Kirshner, who has gone on record stating that he cannot see anything wrong with adult males having sexual intercourse with willing children. Why would they be willing? Unless you're going to talk them into it or fool them into it. We'll go down a little more. Last year, in WEF infiltrated New Zealand, a judge declared that 12-year-old children can consent to sex with adults. No need to hit rewind. You heard me correctly. The case in question featured a 45-year-old man whose defense centered on the claim that his 12-year-old victim wanted it. See? According to the middle-aged man, the 12-year-old girl pressured him for sex. Right. Well, let's get some scripts on pedophilia, man. Oh, we got to get this one again. Hebrews 12:6. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. Let's get hold on, y'all. It's Isaiah chapter 3, verse 9. Let me come out of this. But this is ridiculous. Isaiah chapter 3, verse 9. The show of their countenance thus witness against them, and they declare their sin is Sodom. They hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves. See? Now let's go to Leviticus. See what the Bible says about sleeping with animals. Let's get Leviticus chapter 18, verse 23. Neither shalt thou lie with any beast to defile thyself therewith. Neither shall any woman stand before a beast to lie down thereto. It is confusion. Now let's go to Leviticus chapter 20, verse 15. If a man lie with a beast, he shall surely be put to death. And ye shall slay the beast, because the beast he's messed up mentally. Now, like I said, it's not all Edomites doing this. No, it's not. But it's enough of them that was doing it back in the day for the Israelites to make this a law as to not do it. Now let's go to the book of Job, chapter 30. This is the book of Job, chapter 30, verse 1. But now they are young, but now that they are younger, but now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. Meaning, Job would not leave these Edomites alone with his dogs. Why? Because Esau would rape the dogs. So, yeah, that was Klaus Schwab. WEF. Matter of fact, Joe Biden is about to sign this country over to these psychopaths. People you never voted for, people you never seen. You think these people are God-fearing? No. As a matter of fact, go to Psalm chapter 14, verse 1. The fool has said in his heart, there is no Yahweh. So, yeah, the earth was given to the hand of the wicked, Job chapter 9, verse 24. All day. Look at all the stuff they're trying to bring upon you. They're trying to legalize sex with animals. They're trying to legalize sex with children. They're trying to normalize it and legalize it. The Pope wants to get rid of the Bible. He claims it's outdated. No, they're just exposing their ass. That's all. He wants to give you a new religion. Now, if they can make a new religion now, what makes you think they couldn't invent cheese and rice, Buddhism, Hinduism, Islam, all these fucking isms? Salaki Baba Shah for my language. But you see what it's head. These people then pull about 50, 60 false religions out their ass. And then they lied on the Bible, blasphemed it, defiled it, everything. And now that the Bible is exposing their ass, they want to get rid of it and give you a brand new religion called Chrislam. They want to combine two lies into one, Islam and Christianity. but we the ones lying, right? Okay. If y'all believe these lying ass people y'all want to, go ahead and sleep with dogs and kids and see what happens. See if the Lord gonna fire your ass up. Now let's go to this is why this kingdom is gonna be destroyed. Nahum chapter 3, verse 4. Because of the multitude of whoredoms and the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft, which sell of nations through her whoredom and families through her witchcraft. Verse 5. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts. I will discover thy skirts upon thy face. I will show the nations thy nakedness and the kingdoms thy shame. Verse 6. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee and make thee vile, and I will set thee in the gazing stock. Isaiah chapter 47, verse 7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. See, Esau didn't think about the fact that he's going to be punished for all this stuff because he hadn't got punished yet. He thinks the Lord is with him. No, you better read Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. Let's get it. Yeah, you think he good. This is the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. They think that because the Lord ain't touched them yet, they got the green light to do all this. Because the earth was given to the hand of the wicked. No. The earth was given to the hand of the wicked to punish us. We about to come out punishment, and guess who about to go? You nasty ass Edomites. You nasty ass fake Jews. And all you other nations. Y'all about to go into punishment. Only difference is, after 1,000 years of hardcore slavery, those other heathen nations going back to their own lands. Esau, Edom, when you fake Jews, no, you're gonna be rounded up and exterminated, baby. You done did enough. The Lord used you. You the biggest tool in the box to punish us, destroy your own kingdom, and rebuild ours. And then you out of this bitch. Verse 12. Though a sinner do evil 100 times and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know he shall be well with them that fear Yahweh, because of Salaki, which fear before him. Verse 13. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days in charge of shadow, because he feareth not before Yahweh. Second Ezra chapter 8, verse 50. For many great misery shall be done to them in the latter time, shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. Who's the most prideful person on the planet? Esau, Edom. And guess what, Edom? He about to take the thing that you most proud of, this country that you stole. He about to take it. And then you're going into hardcore slavery under us. You don't believe it? Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7. And Yahweh will put all these curses upon your enemies and on them that hate you, which persecuted you. That's why the middle class crying right now. Because all this stuff they crying about this country that's going on in this country right now. Now, when it was only happening to us, America was great, right? Yeah. Now it's affecting the middle class. That's why they're crying. Because the Lord is taking the curses off of us slowly but surely and putting it on our enemies. Romans chapter 9, verse 12. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. The elder is you Edomites because Esau came out the womb first. And Jacob was holding on his heel, which symbolizes that Jacob would bring Esau down in these times. Along with Yahweh Shai, so like Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and the chariots, and the 144,000 coming for your ass. Verse 13, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. 2nd Israel chapter 15, verse 6, for wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. The Lord had enough. You see, this is what Esau thinks. Psalm chapter 49, verse 11, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names, right after they stole. Scipio Africanus, Africa. America Vespucci, America. Allentown, Alexandria, St. Petersburg, Fredericksburg, Williamsburg. You get it now? Psalm chapter 10, verse 6. He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I will never be in adversity. Wrong. Your adversity is right down the street coming, baby. We can get this last scripture and we can close out. This is Sirach chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. From you wicked and nasty Edomites back to the rightful owners of the earth, the Israelites. Call Allah Yulala, Hayinawa Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shah, Mashiach, wa Malakia, Bashim Hawa, Kakurash, Rakatham, the water Baba Bawa, Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.